On January 3, 2026, United States officially announced a military operation inside Venezuela, arresting the President Nicolas Maduro and his wife in their own territory. This is not something happening every day, and it is not an ordinary security incident. Instead, it is a serious test of modern international law. Just imagine, a head of state is arrested by foreign military force in their own country. This holds a lot of question about legality of this operation. Is this legal, or is it a blatant violation of fundamental principles of international law such as national sovereignty and presidential immunity? To answer this, we see that it's really necessary to look at justification provided by US to know why did they launch this operation inside Venezuela. The United States justified this operation by alleging serious crime against Nicolas Maduro and his wife, including drug trafficking, money laundering, allegedly linked to international network. However, the President Donald Trump has another idea because, as we know, whenever United States use force or attack another country, they use a lot of legal justifications such as terrorism or ending a dictator or self-defense or security of USA. But Donald Trump have another idea because whenever he talk, he just focus on oil. Oil, oil, oil.
Venezuela, as it pertains to oil, we're going to get the oil flowing the way it should be. Out a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground.
We need total access. We need access to the oil.
Live today because he shut down a narco-terrorist state called Venezuela. This is a good thing, not a bad thing.
And the oil companies are going to go in and rebuild this system.
This gap between legal claim and political discourse a key question. Was this operation truly about law enforcement, or was it a cover for political objective? To explain that, it's really necessary to show the view of country affected, which is Venezuela, to know her position of this operation. In an emergency UN security session on January 5, 2026, Venezuela Permanent Representative Samuel Moncada spoke before council member, and he said that Maduro arrest was illegal, violated Venezuela's sovereignty and UN Charter, lacked Security Council authorization.
The events of January 3rd, 2026 constitute a day of profound historical gravity, not only for Venezuela, but for the international system as a whole. That day, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela was the subject of an armed and illegitimate attack, lacking all legal justification by the government of the United States of America.
And since this operation involved use of force inside a sovereign state, the next question is whether the use of force is legally justified. This because international law bans the use of force except in two cases. First, the UN Security Council authorization. Second, self-defense in case of an actual armed attack. But here, there was no UN authorization and Venezuela didn't attack USA. According to the expert, using force in these circumstances has no lawful basis. This highlights a violation of two key principles: national sovereignty and presidential immunity, which we explore next. This is because this operation violates the principle of national sovereignty, which is considered as a cornerstone of modern international law. Sovereignty covers not just territorial control, but also the state's exclusive right to govern its internal affairs and protect its institutions. And arresting a president by force in their own country is a serious violation of sovereignty. Legal experts confirm that this act breaches sovereignty regardless of charges. And alongside with sovereignty, presidential immunity is also directly affected, as we see next, because this operation violates the principle of presidential immunity, under which the president has full immunity, not to protect themselves personally, but to ensure state stability and prevent political dispute from becoming international conflict. Arresting a president by force is a direct violation of this immunity, even if there are criminal allegations, because accountability must follow established legal procedural. Therefore, any legal process must go through recognized international courts such as ICC, not military force. Experts agree that holding president accountable for serious international crime must follow proper international legal process, such as the ICC or recognized international mechanism. These require a legal arrest warrant, international cooperation, and respect for jurisdiction rules. Direct military force bypasses legal channel and becomes clear violation of international law. With this in mind, we turn to expert opinion and international reaction. A lot of legal experts criticized this operation, such as Anna Alexandra Merold, the international law professor in Leiden University. She stated, "It is another blow to another international legal order and a violation of non-intervention principle." And the UN Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights condemned also this operation, stating that it undermined international law principle.
Deeply worried about the situation in Venezuela following the US military operation over the weekend. It is clear that the operation undermined a fundamental principle of international law, that states must not threaten or use force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state.
And several countries and organizations also condemn this action. These expert opinion and international reaction set a stage for the final legal assessment. According to expert opinion and facts, use of military force, violation of sovereignty, breaching presidential immunity, the legal assessment conduct that this operation is act of aggression according UN General Assembly definition of aggression in Resolution 3314. This is not merely controversial security act. Instead, it is serious violation of international law. A key question remains: if President can be arrested outside international courts, who is the next? Please like this video and share your thought in the comment. Don't forget subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more analysis about international law and global issues.